Hey, Andrew. And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley with Bob Bola and I'm Maris Lowry, getting you ready for the ball game between Beckley and Huntington in this boys matchup. Each team right at the 500 mark. Beckley 2-2, Huntington 3-3. As we take a look at this Huntington team, of course, they'll be the visitors on the scoreboard wearing the green uniforms trimmed in white. 3-3, as I mentioned. They lost to Pensacola Catholic 54-41. They got a victory over Parkersburg, 76-63. They lost to Shady, who obviously is very good, 76-45. They got a 61-51 victory over Ironton, Ohio. They defeated Fairland, Ohio, 55-53, and they lost their last game to South Point, Ohio, by the score of 60-50. On the flip side, for the Flying Eagles, they entered the ball game 2-2. Beckley won their first two games. They won the first game in spectacular fashion as a Maddox McMillan, who hit a game-winning three to beat Greenbrier East 66-65. Then they beat Bluefield by the score of 51-47, but they've run into little woes in their last two games as they lost to Huntington St. Joe's in last week's event 73-72 before losing to Cabell Midland 70-55. So which team is going to get to one game over 500? For Beckley, they've got some injuries that have set in. Of course, Keenan Cook more than likely will be lost for the entire season, from what I've been told. Maddox McMillan, who has missed the last game, he is not available tonight. And it also looks like Jalen Walton, who has come off the bench, the 6'3 freshman, he is not available tonight. So Beckley will be down three guys, and other guys will have to step up. Of course, Beckley is led by Elijah Redfern. He's been their main guy, and we have to rely on him even more so tonight. So it's Beckley and Huntington, and going to get started here in about 7 minutes or so. We'll take our first commercial break. Come back and get you ready as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
This is the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational being presented by New Taylor & Associates. With Bob Boland, I'm Maris Lowry, getting you ready for Beckley 2-2 against Huntington 3-3. And Bob, right before I went to break, I was telling our viewing audience that Beckley down 3 players. Of course, it looks like that Keenan Cook will probably be more likely lost for the season from what I've been told. Maddox McMillan will miss his second game, and also not available for Beckley will be Jalen Walton. But also, as you well know, Huntington's coming in a little shorthanded as well.
Oh, they are. They're dressing 2 freshmen that weren't originally on varsity. And Makai Jackson, a senior, is out today, and so is Aiden Mankin, and he's out. And then Gavin Law hurt his ankle. He's going to be out for a while. So Huntington's without 3 key contributors also.
So, Bob, the way it is, as you well know in your long term of coaching, that when some players go down, other players got to step up. So anytime that you have obstacles, you got to have somebody else. When there's adversity, there's opportunity for other people to step up.
There he is. And in this COVID era, we can't say the year of the COVID anymore because it's right. Teams have to be able to adjust and improvise. I mean, the teams that can do that, you have to learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I mean, I'm just saying there's going to be times where you're playing people in different positions. You find out the day of the game that somebody tests with COVID. I mean, you just have to improvise. You have to adjust. You can't control everything. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. I mean, you have to do those things in this year. And for coaches that are really regimented and got to have it like this, and this, they have to change to coach in this era. And it's not an easy thing to do.
Well, coaching, as you well know, to begin with, when you got all your players, it's not easy, let alone in this. But here's another thing. I'm sure coaches look at this as an injury, and I'm sure that's how they have to face it. When you show up the day of the game and you find out a key player is not going to be there, you just got to treat it like an injury, correct? You
do, but when you find out at shoot-around or the day of the game, that's when it's different. When you have an injury and 3 days before the game, you prepare for it. And I used to – I had a couple players before that maybe struggled learning everything we did. And I would have note cards on the back of my clipboard, and it would have our 20 quick hitters, our this and that, and then it would have when so-and-so's in the game, and I'd have 5. And I had to know if that person was in the game. I had to look. Now, obviously, they didn't play a ton if they couldn't learn everything. But I would have a separate note card, if I needed to play them, which there was a couple times over 15 years that it was like that. I said, all right, when we go when they go in the game, we're only running this. Now, you may have to do things like that, during this COVID times. Hey, when we have people playing out of position, we can run this group of stuff. And when we have all of our people, we can run this larger group of stuff. So you have to be prepared for everything.
And speaking of what you're talking about, I was told when I got here this evening that Maddox McMillan had fully expected to play tonight, but he got hurt in the shoot-around and aggravated the injury that he had before. So I'm sure Coach Ron Kidd obviously counting on Maddox when they got to the shoot-around, and when they left, now he knows he's not going to have him.
Right, and I heard it's a worse injury than the original. So he may be out a little while. And, I mean,
losing 2 starters because you've already got Keenan Cook out, looks like, for the remainder of the year.
Yeah, and, we thought there was a possibility of that, and I think Coach Kidd knew there was a possibility of that, but they were hoping for the best.
So quickly before we go to break, with what we've talked about with Huntington missing players, Beckley missing players, Beckley's 2-2, Huntington 3-3, does it make the game just more even?
Oh, I think it's going to be a good matchup regardless. I mean, both teams are without players, so it should still be a good matchup. Maybe who has the most depth, who has one of these young freshmen come into the game and contribute. Maybe you find a diamond in the rough, and you have to look for the positives.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll take our final pregame break, come back, get the ball in the air. It is 2-2 Beckley playing host to 3-3 Huntington as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th Annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
The cabins at Pine Haven's beautiful luxury log cabins and treehouse rentals are the perfect place for a short romantic getaway, business trip, or extended West Virginia vacation. We offer tree houses, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom cabins, and a 4-bedroom lodge and conference facility. With our beautiful views and fun on-site activities, we are the perfect place to host a family reunion, wedding, or just get together and spend some time with close friends. We are very conveniently located on Airport Road, only 1 mile off I-64, just south of Beckley in Raleigh County, West Virginia. For more information, visit cabinsatpinehaven.com.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
J104.5, blasting the biggest hits across 31 counties in 5 states and waking you up with the Kid Craddock Morning Show. J104.5.
So, got an Alexa device?
What can I do for you now?
You can stream us while you're getting dinner ready in the kitchen, while you're getting ready for work in the bathroom, while kicking back, relaxing in the living room, or even while entertaining friends on the deck and patio.
Just say, "Hey Alexa, enable the J104 skill." Then listen anytime. Simply say, "Hey Alexa, play J104."
Welcome back to Beckley. Along with Bob Boland, I'm Maris Lowry, getting ready for the Beckley game against Huntington. Huntington 3-3, Beckley 2-2. And Bob, right before we just came out of that commercial, we had a moment of silence for a young man who you knew well, and you were on that 1990 coaching staff that won the state championship. And it's just sad to hear the news of Kevin English passing the other day. And I knew you were very close to him and knew him real well, obviously from coaching, but you knew him outside of basketball as well.
Oh, yeah. Great guy, Maris. He's been watching our games. Here are the Woodrow games, big Woodrow guy. We actually talked on the phone for about an hour and 15 minutes on New Year's Eve, and he passed away the next day. And seemed in really good spirits, didn't complain about any health issues. I knew he'd had some blood pressure issues and things like that, but I think he thought he was getting it under control. But just a great guy, tremendous basketball player. Just had a big heart, just a good person, big heart. And you look over there and you see Tink Brown. They go back to Crescent Elementary. And I first coached Kevin when he was in the 5th grade. I was transferring schools. I was 19, and we had a travel team. We went 22-1, and Kevin was the superstar of that team.
Yeah, I knew Kevin, and his uncle, pretty much who raised him. I was being a referee, and Bob, then I got smart and got into broadcasting, not into coaching. That way, I always said when I broadcast, I could referee and coach at the same time. But anyway, I knew Kevin, and just when I got the news, just sad news, and it was nice. They had a moment of silence before the game here tonight to honor the memory of Kevin English.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem real. You saying that, Maris?
I know
it doesn't seem real. He will be missed.
And Bob, I had stated earlier that Jalen Walton wouldn't be available, but he is available tonight. So Beckley will be down 2 players, and of course, 2 starters in Keenan Cook and Maddox McMillan. So Walton not only available, but it looks like he's going to start. And Huntington looks like they're going to go this way. Huntington will go with Michael Johnson, Jalen Motley, Malik McNeely, Montez Tubbs, and Gunnell Hickman.
I'll tell you what, Maris, Gunnell Hickman, I remember his dad. I know he played for Garrett Community College, and I think he played for Oak Hill. And Gunnell Hickman was a big-time athlete player. I would assume that's his dad.
And Beckley is going to go with it's going to be Walton, as I mentioned, and Gravely, who really played well. Caleb Gravely will start, along with Hawthorne and Redfern. So it's Walton, Wolf, Redfern, Hawthorne, and Gravely, and we're ready to put the ball in the air, and Huntington will control the tip. So we're underway, 3-3 Huntington, 2-2 Beckley.
Beckley starting out in their man-to-man. Huntington is starting out in some John B. line, everybody above the foul line set.
There's a 3, no good, but they get an offensive rebound. And there's a little floater left of the lane, and Walton clears the rebound for Beckley, and he's tied up, and the possession will turn it over to Beckley.
Yeah, Michael Johnson, big-time athlete, going up high for the rebound. Coming in here averaging 19 points and 8 rebounds.
Well, Bob, let me ask you this now. As Elijah Redfern with the ball now as he makes his move, how much more pressure as he loses the ball out of bounds? How much more pressure on him to really score more with no Maddox McMillan and no Keenan Cook?
Well, definitely more pressure on him, but and I'm going to say, Gravely's shown that he can put the ball in the hole. And Beckley going with more shooters here. Wolf is a big-time shooter, so, they'll definitely miss Maddox McMillan and his scoring ability and Keenan Cook. But I think they got a few other kids that can score the ball also.
And there's Gravely getting a piece of that shot, as that shot was put up by McNeely. And like I said, a good job by Gravely. I've been very impressed with him, and I think he's really earned the right to start here tonight.
Oh, nice jump hook. Every time he goes in the game, he's been putting a bucket in there, and I knew Coach Cleve was real pleased with how he had been playing here lately.
Well, a minute into the game, neither team has scored yet. And let's see what Beckley will do on this possession. Hawthorne, it looks like he's going to have to put on some more weight, but he's got really good potential. Here's a 15-footer from the left elbow by Redfern, no good. And Huntington comes back the other way. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul. And that's one thing, and I know, Bob, that Elijah Redfern, he fouled out of the last game. He's really got to keep from getting in foul trouble here tonight.
Definitely. He cannot get reaching fouls, charging fouls. He just has to play clean basketball.
So Tubbs will put the ball in play. Well, first it was Tubbs. Now it's going to be McNeely to put it in play. Huntington inbounds under their own basket. So Huntington going to reset their offense.
Yeah, they like to clear out for Michael Johnson over there.
There's nice cut. It is, and a nice finish. Right of the lane that time by Motley.
Yeah, Ty Holmes actually played for me at one time at College of West Virginia. That set looked pretty familiar there, Maris.
Maybe you the one told him about it, huh, Bob?
Looked pretty familiar.
Here's a turnover. And nice finish right of the lane that time by Johnson.
Yeah, Michael Johnson. He's their go-to guy. 19 a game, 8 rebounds, and then he's guarding the other team's leading scorer out there. He's a big-time athlete. As Redfern makes a great move. That's his game.
That's his patent shot, too, that little short pull-up on the baseline.
Oh, and he can get to it whenever he wants, and he's very accurate with that mid-range J. Kind of a lost art in today's game.
Yeah, we've talked about that in previous games. Here's a nice drive to the basket and a nice job by Walton to take the charge.
Yeah, the big fella right there, right on time, took it in the chest. If you had charge in the dictionary, that play right there would be written right beside it. Good job by the big fella.
So Beckley with an opportunity to get even or perhaps take the lead if they can get a three. Redfern, as he takes a look, they're going to run a ball screen there.
Yeah, pick and roll, and Gravely was on that side, and there wasn't any place for the roll man to go.
Here's Gravely with it now. He's going to take the jump shot straight away. Doesn't go. Yes. And Huntington with a nice box out to get the rebound.
And it still looked good. Gravely's jumper looks good. Got to move his feet and stay down on defense.
Here's a little floater on the left baseline. Is good by McNeely.
And Maris right there was when you think about Redfern could have been there for the charge, but he couldn't afford to get his second foul. And I know that's not how Beckley wants to play.
But they have to play that way.
Almost by necessity. Redfern just, you see none of the coaching staff is fussing at him about getting out of the way. And, you know, I'm sure he's not scared of the charge. He's scared of being on the bench, and they need him in the game.
Hawthorne gets to the line. He makes the first of two. That Huntington fouls the second personal foul on McNeely, and that's the team second. So McNeely will come out of the ball game. Checking in for Huntington will be Derek Graves, as Hawthorne will shoot the second free throw. And he missed. He makes one of two. And here come the Highlanders. Open three in the left corner on its way. Splash down from the left corner by Tubbs.
Yeah, Montez Tubbs. Big time shot from the corner for the little fella.
Yeah, it was a good looking shot. Here's off a ball screen. Redfern pulls it up. Nice pick and roll to Gravely, and they strip him. Tubbs using his quickness. Pulls up the brakes. Here's a three on the left side. On its way, back iron, no good. That shot put up by Johnson, and back the other way comes Beckley. And it's a back and over, and that's a good call. Or over and back is the correct, as we have it on the replay.
Yeah, this is that shot from the corner. Montez Tubbs knocking it down.
Splash down. So on the turnover, Huntington will get it. And now Tubbs will now take over running the offense.
Yeah, I thought that at half court was really close there from the angle I had.
And we got an offensive foul on Huntington.
Yeah, and that is on Michael Johnson.
Yeah, and that's his first, team's third.
I don't know about the signal there. Are they calling player control now on all offensive fouls?
Well,
'cause that was an illegal pick, wasn't
right,
it?
and that's what they call. You're exactly right. I think that might be something new. I haven't seen that in previous years.
Huh. Yeah. Well, these, you know how I feel about refs. They come up with something new every year.
Well, they do.
Now that, now all offensive fouls are treated the same, maybe they don't have that.
Hawthorne with the 3, no good. Wolf with the offensive rebound. Nice putback, and it can't get it to go. Look at Johnson skying high to get that rebound.
Yeah.
Here's a deep 3. Good. That 3 is by Motley.
Yeah, Jalen Motley, experienced player, a couple years starting, sweet left-handed jumper.
Here's Redfern trying to answer back with a 3, no good. They fight for the rebound, and Huntington's going to come out of there with it.
Watch Redfern, don't try to get a charge out of the way. Tried to fall before the contact, trying to get a charge.
And Johnson, a little short jumper, and Ron Kidd and Beckley seen enough. They need a timeout. As they fall down 14-3, it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're watching the 4th annual New River TC Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Huntington on an 8-0 run, and it's a good timeout, Bob, by Beckley coach Ron Kidd.
Oh, yeah, had to get that. Now, Beckley ran a very similar play to Huntington, but you only throw that in there if it's open, wide open. Huntington's playing with a lot of confidence right now as they get Tubbs stepping on the sideline.
Yeah, that last play, Beckley trying to run a pick and roll into Sam Peck, and Peck had been starting, and now they inserted him into the lineup after that timeout and tried to get him the ball right there.
Yeah, I had Peck on a curl from the opposite wing, a little motion set that Beckley likes to run, and you only hit that guy on that curl right here, probably the same set here. Here goes Peck right off that curl, and Huntington switched it, played it well. Now it'll be a clear out on this side.
And Redfern getting into the lane, puts up the shot with the left hand, can't get it to go. They fight for the rebound, and Huntington comes out of there with it. They got numbers. And tacking the rim, slam, dunk by Johnson.
Michael Johnson high in the air. Big-time athlete, Maris.
10-0 run now by Huntington. He showed it. He's got elevation. Here's Redfern to the basket, left of the lane. Count it if it goes, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, Redfern with the sweet move there. As we look the other way, Michael Johnson going high with the left-handed slam dunk.
Great elevation. Yeah. And you know, Bob, once I heard that Maddox McMillan wasn't playing tonight as Redfern gets trying to complete the three-point play, and he cannot. But what I was going to say, I didn't know where the offense was going to come from with no Maddox McMillan and no Cook. Here's Huntington on the drive. Tubbs, they work it around. Here's a deep 3. Back iron, no good, but Huntington keeps the possession alive. Here's Tubbs in the left corner for 3. Too strong, and Gravely clears the rebound.
Good look ahead.
Yeah, nice pass. Peck, can he finish right of the lane? Puts up the short shot and scores.
Yeah, great job by Elijah Redfern. Sam Peck running the floor, trying to ignite the Beckley offense.
Yeah, Beckley's been able to put back-to-back baskets together.
Yeah, and here's that. They'll put Huntington in a box set right now. Let's see what they try to go to. They like to get Johnson on the wing cleared out.
There's the 3. It's no good. Redfern clears the rebound. Beckley on the move. Redfern down the center of the lane. Has the ball knocked free. Ball's loose and out of bounds, and it will stay with Beckley. Checking in will be Zan Hill into the Beckley lineup.
Yeah, as we look at the replay, that was a nice head fake by Sam Peck. Showed him the ball twice. Good look by Redfern. 16-7 Huntington.
So Walton to put it in play under Beckley's own basket. Zan Hill has it. He'll launch a 3 from the left side and hit it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, with this lineup right here, Beckley has some outside shooting in the game. Zan Hill just needed some confidence, hasn't played in a couple years, and he can definitely shoot the basketball.
And Bob, since that Beckley timeout, the Flying Eagles currently on a 7-0 run. So here's Huntington with it, trying to answer as Beckley has ran off 7 in a row. Here's Tubbs, thought about the 3. Here's a little short shot on the right baseline, no good, and Redfern able to get the rebound.
We got Shooter spotting up.
Redfern wheeling and dealing through traffic and throws it away. He thought Hill was going to cut to the basket.
Yeah, well, Hill originally was on that post. Not being a post player,
right.
He probably should have waited until he got a down pick to come out there. And Redfern probably made the right play. Hill should have stayed there until it got further into the possession.
So here's Huntington with it. It's been a very entertaining game through this first quarter as we're coming down to the final 45 seconds of the opening quarter. They work the ball into the corner. Here's a little floater on the left corner, needs a roll, doesn't get it. Redfern skies for the rebound.
Yeah, Redfern's getting the ball out quickly and pushing it up the floor.
Sam Peck, they cut him off on the baseline. He's looking for help. Gravely now over to Redfern. And comes set a pick, and then Redfern will wheel and deal.
Yeah, got away with a little reach here, didn't he, Morris?
So here's Huntington. Will they hold it for the final shot? No. 3 ball, no good, and Peck clears.
Like he's got 10. They'll get spread out, look for a 3 here.
Zan Hill puts up the short shot, can't get it to go, and that's how the quarter's going to end. So at the end of 1, your score is Huntington 16, Beckley 10. You're watching the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
The most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
And we welcome you back to Beckley. And Bob, that was a very entertaining first quarter. Huntington with the lead, but after that Beckley timeout, Beckley ran off 7 in a row, and Huntington hasn't scored since.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Hill. Substitution, got some fresh bodies in there. Zan Hill able to hit a big 3-pointer.
Here's a 3 from the left corner, no good. That 3 was put up by Motley, and he'll shoot another 3, and it's no good. Huntington battling inside. Johnson on the putback, can't get it to go. Huntington doing work on the glass, and he'll draw a foul. That was a nice play by Hickman, and Hickman will get to the line.
Yeah, well, it's obvious after a quarter of play, Maris. Michael Johnson is the best athlete on the field.
Oh, tremendous. He had that slam dunk. He really elevated when he got to the rim.
And you just see his 2 quick jumps for rebounds. And, being the best rebounder on the team, and when you see that person guarding the other team's point guard, and Redfern's really good for Beckley, so you can tell the confidence the coaching staff has in his athletic ability.
Well, Hickman missed the first free throw really bad, and he misses this one bad. Huntington has missed all 3 of their 3 free throw attempts. And here's Beckley, and they turn it over. Here's Johnson. Redford doesn't want to get his second personal foul, and probably the smart play, Bob, to let him go.
Yeah, well, Johnson had the angle on him, and wasn't much he could do there.
Gravely back the other way, can't finish. Huntington getting up and down the floor. Nice, and they turn it over. Beckley got a new player into the ball game. Elijah Waller in now for Beckley.
Good play by Hill.
Nice pass. Walton in the lane with a little short shot.
Yeah, Jalen Walton. Everybody thought Zan Hill was going to shoot the ball. Nice little quick pass.
Nice assist for Zan Hill. Huntington looking over the Beckley defense. Beckley defended that pick and roll really good.
Yeah, Huntington, he's won the floor spread there. Thinks he has the mismatch with the center guarding him. He doesn't want to pick. He wants to spread. Beckley collapsing on defense.
Modley with the drive. Now over to the left corner for three. It's dialed up good by Hickman.
And that was a good job of Huntington, reading the mismatch, spreading the floor, driving, and making the right play.
Yeah, getting a shooter an open look. And now Beckley turns it over. But it looks like with the team that Beckley's able to put on the floor tonight, Bob, that Huntington wants the game a little faster than what Beckley does.
I could see that. And I thought Beckley, when they've scored, see Huntington.
And we got a charge. And actually, in a case like that, Bob, I think you would agree, a turnover walk would have been better, obviously, than the offensive foul.
Yeah, he could. I think the ref had his pick there.
Yeah, and I think
the travel probably occurred before.
That's
the
what
charge.
I thought.
And,
yes.
I think the ref. You know how they let these Euro steps go. I thought he was going to let it go, and then he thought, well, I can't let it walk in the charge.
Yeah,
go.
Maybe you know the answer to this. I've been trying. Who came up with that this year? First of all, who gave it that name? I guess because it comes from overseas. But how's that a legal play? It always looked like a walk to me.
Yeah, 1-2, just because it's sideways. It looks odd, but just like when they go 1-2 in for a layup, and I know all these people talk about 1.5. I've never seen a half a step. I don't even know what that means.
Redfern trying to finish in the lane, and the ball pops back out on him. That's a tough luck shot, and back the other way comes Huntington. Here's a shot left the lane. Count if it goes. It doesn't go. There's a Beckley foul. And Nasser King, a 6'3 sophomore now into the Beckley lineup.
You had Jalen Motley. Jalen Motley's a good-looking left-handed player. Only a junior. And,
so Huntington is yet to make a free throw, and that's their first free throw made. So Huntington 1 of 4 at the line.
Michael Johnson is a sophomore.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, look, he looks young. But what an athlete. He's a sophomore.
Second free throw is good by Motley. Got them both.
I had to check all 3 rosters that we have here, Maris, when I looked at that.
Right.
Now, there's you, a big-time player for the future. Wow, I did not realize that. Athletic ability, basketball sense. There's your good player right there, Maris.
We got a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. But while we got a minute, the New River Community and Technical College Invitational is being presented by New Taylor and Associates. So anyway, 30-second timeout in Bob right now, 23-12. The biggest lead was 13. It was 16-3 at the end of the first quarter. Then Coach Kidd called a timeout, and Beckley went on a 7-0 run. And now Beckley's able to score only 2 points here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and when you're playing lineups, I mean, the lineup Beckley has on the floor right now, they haven't been on the floor this year.
No, nobody thought this is what they would see tonight from Beckley. Correct.
And they haven't been there.
Right.
These 5 have not been on the court one time, so there's going to be growing pains. And, I mean, Huntington's been without a couple starters here for a little while, and especially the one with the ankle injury. And they've been able to gel, and maybe Huntington has a little deeper team. So
let's see out of the timeout if Beckley can get something going. Redfern breaking down the defender, get to the rim, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Bodies fly everywhere, and they play on. Here's Huntington in the open floor. Hickman, a trail 3, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll go back to Beckley.
Yeah, boy, I thought Redfern got undercut on that layup over there. I thought it was a great move, contact. Couldn't have been a charge. The defense. There's no restricted area in the high school game. I thought Redfern made a great move and didn't get rewarded for it.
Redfern gets back into the lane. Now he gets fouled. But, Bob, the one thing I've noticed in the games I've done already in the early part of the season, we're almost a third of the way through, that the referees seem like they're calling it a little different. They allow the contact, and it's just play on. And a lot of games I've done, we haven't shot very many free throws because there is a lot of contact, and I guess players have to adjust to that.
Yeah, and when Redford gets in the lane, he's going to be able to draw contact. I had more criticism on the officials for every time somebody gets the ball in close, it seems like they call a foul. on a pass. Like they get rewarded for getting the ball close, and that's not how basketball's played. But, this crew, I think, is doing a good job. Redfern there got into the lane. They're not going to let hacks on the arm go. If you get fouled and cause you to miss a shot, these guys will call it. And 3 veteran officials here doing this game. Confidence they'll do a good job.
So Redfern made both free throws. Beckley 3 of 4 at the line as a team. Here's a 3 ball on the right side by Huntington, new player into the ball game. And that was Owens, and he missed everything. Jaden Candy Owens, and he missed that shot from the right corner, but Huntington able to maintain possession. Graves into the game now. He has the ball, shaking and baking.
Yeah, Huntington's going 5-out spread, trying to find the mismatch, and Coach Kidd has countered that with a kind of a 4-guard lineup.
And Beckley turns him over, and a lot of contact there, no whistle, and it'll just be out of bounds to Beckley.
Yeah, I think Redfern got a little bit out of control there. And
they weren't going to bail him out, were they?
Yeah, looked for the trip there, didn't get it, but Beckley ball.
So the ball comes into Waller. He's open. He'll shoot the 3 from the right corner, and he traveled before he was able to shoot it.
Yeah. Referee had him set to shoot, and I think he was indecisive on whether he should shoot or pass, and took a little extra step there.
Yeah, a little inexperience, as you touched. A lot of people when they came to the building tonight maybe didn't expect the combination that Beckley has on the floor, but that couldn't be helped due to injury, and like I said, just a little inexperience.
Yeah, both of these teams, they have to improvise during this COVID era.
Yep, just got to get the best out of what you got, right?
Yep.
And Beckley playing good defense. They get a held ball in the possession area, though. We'll keep it with Huntington.
Well, and the coaching staff has told me Elijah Waller may be their best defender. And right now, with Beckley's struggle to score, they're going to put their best defender on Michael Johnson.
So the officials are gathering. I'm not sure. Now they're going to say it's Beckley ball, and I guess that's where the possession arrow was at. Because the possession arrow is still showing it's Beckley's ball.
Yeah, they just got together and thought the ball was out on Huntington and changed the call.
Yeah. So Beckley will have it. Redfern, he's the table setter for the Flying Eagles. Trying to get his own shot. That's a tough shot, a fall away off balance, a 15-footer. That's a real tough shot, Bob.
Yeah, he's trying to draw the foul, and I think he felt like he got it. He can't get frustrated. He's got to keep his head for Beckley, and if they're not going to call those close calls fouls there, then you got to go to the second part of your game.
And that is penetrating, maybe getting other guys involved. Here's a shot in the center of the lane, back iron, no good. That shot was put up by McNeely, but Huntington keeps the possession. Here's a 3 on the left side. That's no good. And we got a whistle and a foul, and they're going to get Huntington over the back, and that's could be free throw time. That is the 17th foul. So over the limit in fouls, will walk the length of the floor, and Beckley will be at the free throw line.
Yeah, and more importantly, that is on Michael Johnson.
Yeah, he'll get whistled for his second foul. So it'll be Sam Peck at the line. Beckley 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
And Ty Holmes looks like he's going to leave him in the game. And, I think a lot of teams, that when they take a guy out for his second foul in the second quarter, it causes them the next game to be less aggressive. Now, can you trust him not to get his third and maybe play him a minute here and get him out then? But I think that's a good coaching move by Holmes. Just maybe not for this game, but for down the road, you want your players to stay aggressive.
Sam Peck makes 1 of 2. He made the first one, so he got the bonus. And the ball's out over to Huntington on the missed shot on the rebound. So biggest lead has been 13. And Huntington on this possession, Bob, trying to get it back up to double digits.
Yeah, I guarantee you if Johnson drives, there'll be 3 Beckley players falling down trying to get him out of this game. Well, they are. They're running a 5 spread. That's old John Beeline stuff.
Yeah.
With the double picks and the interchanges.
A lot of
Watch
motion.
out for a back door.
And Hickman's got the range as they attack the rim. Huntington for an easy layup, and he missed it. But a nice offensive rebound, and it's going to be a Beckley foul. And that'll only be the 4th team foul, so Huntington will have to inbound under their own basket.
I'll tell you what, Huntington just has some quick
They got
leapers,
athletes, don't they?
tough kids in there going after those boards. And then when they go to run their offense, they do a good job in running their nice cut.
And an easy layup that time left of the lane by McNeely.
Yeah, McNeely made a beautiful cut, got back for the basket. Good pass ahead by Redfern there, and Elijah Waller on the foul.
And he'll get to the line because Huntington over the limit.
Yeah.
So that's the 8th team foul.
Look at the cut on Alabama. Boom. He caught Walton going one way, gave him old okey doke, and went back the other way. Boy, that's a good cut on Alabama's play, drawn up there by Coach Holmes.
Waller's free throw is no good, but if you're, and they get the offensive rebound, Waller again. And they get the ball down to Walton. Nice head fake, little short bank shot, and he scores.
And you can see the smart play by Michael Johnson, not fouling, hands straight up. Good pump fake by the young guy, showing some discipline in that post.
There's a nice drive, a lot of contact, and that's a block, and I think that's a good call.
Yeah, it was.
I think Waller is a good defender, but I do think that was the right call on the drive.
Yeah, Waller looked like he got there a little late as we look at the replay. Still sliding sideways on the call. Tough kid. I mean, he's sitting there taking it, but he was sliding on that one. Now he didn't get beat the second time on that Alabama play.
Yeah, if he did that, he'd probably come out of the game. I'm sure Coach Kidd wouldn't be happy with that. And Waller, like I said, as you mentioned, perhaps Beckley's best ball defender. Hickman, don't want to leave him open. He puts it on the deck. Here's a 3 ball from the right corner. Good. That 3 ball, I'm going to have to find out who that young man is.
A nice drive by Huntington. There's Johnson on the defense.
Here's a turnover, 2-on-2. Redfern don't want to commit the foul. Scoop shot. What a play. What a finish by Michael Johnson.
Well, Michael Johnson going to the left hand after the contact with Redfern. No call.
And now, Bob, this equals the largest lead of the game.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that. Michael Johnson, a little bit of contact right there, nothing. Look at him hanging in the air. Sweet left-hand move. Nice kiss off the glass. And then there you go, Ty Holmes letting him play. Now minute 32, getting him out of there with a 13-point lead. He wants to just keep it at 13 and not give up with his main guy out of the game.
Now, I guess if you're Beckley, your main goal is try to get it under 10 before halftime.
Yeah, Beckley just needs to get a bucket. And with Johnson out of the game, it should be easier as Elijah Redfern with his patented move, little left-right crossover and pull up mid-range.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
Able to elevate to hit that 15-footer from the left elbow. Yeah. Now Huntington, let's see if they'll probably won't run a little clock. I know they don't play like that anymore.
Yeah, Huntington's got that spread offense, weaving out top.
Here's a short shot in the lane is good. That shot by McNeely.
Yeah, I like McNeely too, Maris.
Yeah, good player.
Yeah, good pull-up, good length, about 6'3".
Here's Walton on a post. He loses the ball. Huntington's got numbers, 3-on-2. And here's a layup right of the lane. The biggest lead of the game is right here.
Yeah, able to get out there. Antonio Taylor getting out, finishing on the break.
Yep, 15-point lead, the biggest of the game. They go to the low post to Walton again. He spins into the lane, puts up the short shot, can't get the roll. Huntington comes out of there with it. And Tubbs, he walked. Yes, he sure did.
Yeah, official Rob Pecora right on it there. He did that little 1-2 before he put the ball on the deck.
So, Beckley had a 10-point first quarter. It's only been a 9-point quarter unless they score here in the last 20 seconds here of this second quarter.
I think Beckley will go for the last shot here.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to give Huntington another opportunity at it.
Look for Redfern off the ball pick, trying to get to the middle of the lane.
And that's what Redfern's trying to do.
Yeah.
He's going to have to shoot it. 6 seconds left in the half. Step back, and he gets stripped. And that's what you didn't want to do after you got stripped, Bob. Commit a foul with just 2.3 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, frustration foul. I don't think Coach Kidd wanted him to come out and set a pick. Redfern had Tubbs on him. Redfern has about a 6-inch height advantage. Right. And then they switched, and probably just as good a defender, but he's 6'3". McNeely ended up on him. And I know Coach Kidd didn't call for a ball pick there.
And Redfern picked up his second foul. But as we go to break, Huntington will take the biggest lead of the game into the locker room at the half. It's Huntington up 15, leading Beckley 34-19. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
We welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center here in Beckley with Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry. The biggest lead of the game is right here, 34-19. Huntington got off to a 9-3 lead and then took it out to 16-3 lead before Beckley called a timeout and then went on a 7-0 run to get it to 16-10 at the end of the quarter. And then here at the half, it's a 15-point advantage. Loot Press providing today's news on tomorrow's platform, and you can check them out at lootpress.com. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll get Bob's take of the first half as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
The cabins at Pine Haven's beautiful luxury log cabins and treehouse rentals are the perfect place for a short romantic getaway, business trip, or extended West Virginia vacation. We offer tree houses, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom cabins, and a 4-bedroom lodge and conference facility. With our beautiful views and fun on-site activities, we are the perfect place to host a family reunion, wedding, or just get together and spend some time with close friends. We are very conveniently located on Airport Road, only 1 mile off I-64, just south of Beckley in Raleigh County, West Virginia. For more information, visit cabinsatpinehaven.com.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
With Bob Boland, I'm Maris Lowry, and here at halftime, Huntington enjoys its biggest lead of the game, a 15-point lead at 34-19. It was a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter, 16-10, and the biggest lead right now at the break. And Bob, so far, what's your take of the first half as Huntington, as I mentioned, has the biggest lead of the game here at the break?
Well, yeah, Huntington's been quicker to the basketball. They've been able to execute their stuff in the half court, and I'll tell you what, Michael Johnson is a ball player.
He's a player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's scored with jump shots. He's assisted his teammates. He's been able to get all the way to the basket. He can score from all three levels, the mid-range, the three-pointer, and get into the hoop. And just a really good player. His body, good body, young kid. I think he's going to be a really, really good player before it's all said and done.
And one quick point, too, for Beckley. You know, Elijah Redfern has been their main guy, but where's the more offense going to come from? As Beckley had a 10-point first quarter and only a 9-point second quarter.
Yeah, you know, Landon Wolf can shoot the three. They got to get him going. Zan Hill can shoot the three. I mean, they have some people, and you know, we haven't even. I don't know that we mentioned Mike Miller.
Yeah, Mike Miller's not available tonight. Yeah. You're right. I beg your pardon.
And Mike Miller's been able to get to the basket. He's been able to take charges. You know, so that's three normal starters out for Beckley. But there's no excuses in this day and age. You don't know what you're going to have from one game to the other, so you got to develop the whole team. Yeah, but you know, I mean, Mike Miller doesn't score the ball, but he is the best charge taker they have. He crashes the boards. He takes up space for other people to rebound the ball. So, you know, and what you lose is Maddox McMillan's shot-making ability. He makes shots. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. He makes shot. And then Keenan Cook, you know, there's your athlete playing above the rim that can run and jump with these Huntington kids. You know, so without those, you know, but then Mekhi Jackson, big-time player for Huntington, he's out. Gavin Lochu is out for a while. And then Aiden Mankin, like their sixth man, he's out. So, you know, both teams with three players out. And Huntington's just been a little quicker to the ball, been able to execute in their half-court set a little better.
All right, we're going to take our final halftime break, come back and get you ready for the second half. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th Annual New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar Convenience Stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
Veterans deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
Huntington will start the second half with the possession. Welcome back to Beckley. I'm Maris Lowry with Bob Bolin, and so Bob, Huntington with the 15-point lead, biggest lead of the game, will now have the first possession of the second half.
Nice set play coming out of the halftime. A little back pick there.
Whoa! Elijah Redfern almost ended in my lap as Johnson scored that last play.
Yeah, a little back pick coming out of the halftime break for Michael Johnson.
I feel better because we got our security with us. I think I took a charge, but maybe not quite, right?
Yeah, Mariso's kids are 15. You can take one from them.
Well, I'm an old man, Bob. I can't even remember when you and I were 15. That's been so long ago, but
nah, that might be you. It hadn't been that long for me.
Yeah, you and I are in the same neighborhood there. And now the officials, I really don't know what they're discussing because my tea almost ended in my lap. So I did not see what they were discussing. But one was at the scorer's table. Whatever it is, we got it cleared up. Maybe we got it cleared up. The official back to the scorer's table. So with all the excitement, Bob, I really don't know what the officials are discussing. But whatever it is, it's okay now.
Yeah, and we appreciate great referee in this area, Pat Sanders, sent us a text explaining that all offensive fouls now give the signal of player control. I appreciate to know these high school rules.
Yeah, and appreciate anybody out there that knows all these rules that are watching here on video production as Beckley turns it over.
Yeah, well, Pat may be the only one that knows the rules better than us, Mayor. So,
well,
yeah, we don't want the messages.
Well, I make them up. You know how I do. Here's Beckley getting a turnover back on the other end, and now they'll turn the ball back over. And Redfern on that dribble over there, Bob, he got hit right in the face.
Yeah, and the Huntington player was going backwards there. Just a little collision. Redfern has to keep his composure and lead his team, and they need him now more than ever.
I think that was a good no call. Here's a drive to the basket, a lot of contact, and that's a Beckley foul. And that'll foul be on King.
Yeah, Montez Tubbs will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Huntington's got to the line 5 times, and they've only made 2. They're 2 of 5. And as you mentioned, Tubbs will shoot a pair here. Huntington with their largest lead of the game right now. Not quite a minute here into the third quarter.
Yeah, I'll just tell you, Maris, I mean, you look at the 4A big school division. Obviously, we haven't been able to see Martinsburg. They're always athletic and good. And Morgantown, I was getting to that next. There's your best 4A team in the state right now, along with George Washington. Now, after those 3, you have a whole lot of teams like Huntington, Beckley, South Charleston, Greenbrier East, teams that can get better during the course of the year and make a run at the end. And, teams may take some knots now, but they may be better in March. Look at Redfern. Redfern can play.
Yep, and Walton misses the first on the dish, but he got his own rebound. Nice pass. Hawthorne, now he has the ball knocked out of bounds. He'll stay with Beckley. Also, you can throw University probably into that mix as well.
Oh, yeah. Capital. Capital had Logan be. Redfern made a beautiful pass. The young freshman missed the bunny.
Yeah.
He has to just keep working. He has to make that play.
2-on-1 for Huntington. And Redfern comes out of nowhere to get the rejection and keep it in play, but he throws it away. And Huntington, there's going to be a short shot with an easy bucket that time by Motley, and now the largest lead of the game right here. Now Bob at 20 points.
Yeah, Johnson with a great pass, Motley with the finish.
Yep. Here's Redfern with it. He's got numbers. He'll stop with a 15-footer, back iron, no good. And Walton get the rebound and clean it up.
Yeah, Walton there, able to hit that one, got a good rebound. And, that for a freshman, that doesn't do anything but improve his confidence. And, that's what you're looking to do right now. Beckley in a real tight man-to-man looking for help. There's Redfern in the passing lane.
Nice overplay. Redfern goes in. Tough shot, and he scores. Wow, how about that play?
Yeah, Elijah Redfern saw Johnson coming, knowing Johnson can get up in the air, use the rim to protect it. Beautiful reverse layup.
Boy,
great body control.
Great body control. Nice finish. Here's Hickman. He gets he was down low, and he couldn't finish. A little too strong.
Redfern now should try to get right back to the basket. Nice look over here to Wolf.
He missed the 3, but Beckley hanging in there. Long rebound comes out to Huntington. They got numbers.
Look at that play.
Yep, layup left of the lane. Johnson able to finish.
Yeah, Jalen Motley, beautiful pass to Johnson, just knowing how to play the game.
Hawthorne makes a move to the basket. He'll draw the foul, and he'll get to the line.
Yeah, as we look at our instant replay. There was Redfern. He sees Johnson coming and goes, whoop, up and under. Boy, great move by Elijah Redfern.
That was tremendous. So Hawthorne gets to the line. Beckley is 4 of 6 at the line thus far. And these are the first 2 tonight from the line by Hawthorne, and he makes the first one. He's got a nice rotation, nice shot by Hawthorne.
Yeah, you got Hawthorne out there, a freshman, Jalen Walton, a freshman.
You got King
a sophomore.
And
Elijah Redfern's only a sophomore. Seems like we've been hearing about Elijah Redfern for 15 years around here.
Both free throws are made by Hawthorne.
Yeah, so you got one senior out there, Wolf.
Here's a 17-footer left of the lane, needs a roll and gets it. That's a nice short shot by McNeely.
Yeah, I like McNeely. You know, Huntington's young on the floor too.
Yep, Huntington very athletic, as you mentioned. Here's Redfern with a nice drive, finish, nope, and we've got a foul. Redfern's going to get to the line. That's a nice take to the basket. So Elijah Redfern will step to the line to shoot 2. Beckley 6 of 8 at the line. And Redfern to shoot a pair. First free throw is good.
As we look at the replay, Redfern with the hesitation, able to get in there, draw the foul. Missed the layup. You know, Huntington's got sophomores and juniors out there. McNeely's only a 10th grader. Johnson's only a 10th grader. So a lot of young players out here on the court.
So 1 of 2 is made by Redfern.
Motley, the point guard there, is only a junior.
And here's a nice take to the basket, left of the lane, off the glass. That's a nice take by Motley.
Huntington showing some 2-2-1 zone pressure here, making somebody else make a play other than Redfern. Great hustle, knocked from behind.
And as you say that, Bob, they turn him over. Nice job by Huntington turning Beckley over.
Look at the
Motley,
passing.
Beautiful pass, and a nice job by Hawthorne with a block from behind, and it'll go over back to Beckley.
Yeah, great defensive play by Hawthorne, getting back into the action. And Beckley comes in with Gravely, 6'2" senior, back in the game.
And also into the game will be Elijah Waller, and he's just a sophomore. Sam Peck also out there for Beckley.
See how Beckley attacks this pressure. They're going to make somebody bring it up the court other than Redfern.
Yeah, want to get the ball to Redfern's hands. Here's a short shot by Peck, left of the lane. He knocks it down.
You know, they say touch it once before you shoot it when you first come to the game. Well, Sam touched it once. He took 2 dribbles and fired it. Good bucket by Sam Peck.
It was. Got a nice rotation. Nice basket left of the lane. Here's a deep 3. No good. And the rebound is out. Huntington tries to save it, and they do. Great athletic play by the Highlanders. And driving the baseline. And Huntington's going to step out of bounds as Tubbs steps on the baseline there.
See Huntington again in their 2-2-1 pressure. They'll double team Redfern and make somebody else make a decision with the ball. Yeah, Redfern shouldn't give it up until he's double teamed. Beckley got away with the wall turnover.
Right.
And Redfern should not give it up until he's double teamed.
And Huntington out of the turnover. Here's a pass into the corner, an offensive foul. Redfern does a good job taking the charge there.
Yeah, good defense by Beckley. Caught McNeely out of control in there, slid in, took the charge.
20 has been the biggest lead of the game, 17 right now.
Yeah, Redfern, like right now, he needs to draw the double team. Here he goes. And then give it up after.
And I think he bounced it on the sideline in front of us, and he did. That's a good call, right in front of us.
He's the player that can get you out of the double team. Then if his teammates have a 4-on-3, they have the capabilities of making the right decision. So Redfern just needs to handle the double team, draw the double team, and then, let his teammates try to make a play with a 4-on-3.
Johnson making his move to the basket. Around the horn they go. Here's a 3 ball for Huntington, no good. King able to clear it for Beckley.
Look at Huntington pressing after a missed shot. Yeah.
And there's a Huntington foul as they bump Redfern coming up the floor.
Yeah, and let's see if Tyron Holmes, that puts 3 on Johnson. Let's see if he gets out of the pressure. Yep, back to a half-court man. But he still got Johnson on Redfern. Beckley should clear the floor and just let Redfern try to put that 4th foul on him.
Yeah, if you're Huntington, you don't want Johnson picking up a foul in your opponent's backcourt.
Yeah.
Around the horn they go. Sam Peck thought about the three. We'll put it on the deck, get a little closer, and can't get it to go. Gravely, I thought was going to have a spectacular tip. He couldn't get it to go, but the good hustle will keep the possession with Beckley.
I still got Johnson on Redfern out here.
Trying to get the ball inside to Gravely, and it's poked away. So Beckley once again will keep the ball up under their own hoop.
And they're going to Ty Holmes going to a zone. Going to a zone to protect Johnson out of foul trouble. The young guy doesn't miss a thing. Boy, Ty Holmes, a great leader in the Huntington community. He's something else.
Deep three by Redfern on one end is short and back the other way. Motley rings the bell from downtown. Actually, that's a two-pointer as Peck makes his way to the basket. Here's King with it, head fake. They double team him over to Peck. Three ball on its way. Got it from Sam Peck.
Yeah, Sam Peck, good shooter with his feet set, knocks it down. Talking about Ty Holmes and his wife. You know, they minister to the Huntington kids. And Ty Holmes, a great role model, terrific coach.
Huntington, as they look over the Beckley defense.
And
here's a drive into the lane, short shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. Boy, there was Johnson, got his hand on it, but not able to get it to go, and Sam Peck able to clear. And they poke the ball from behind Peck. Here's Huntington with numbers. Here's Johnson over to Motley. Motley into the lane, puts up the shot, no good. But there's Johnson, and they strip him, and he got it back and puts up the shot. That was an amazing play by Johnson.
Yeah. Johnson was a tough athlete around the board. And then talking about Ty Holmes, you got Ron Kidd on the other end. Won multiple state championships. Tremendous coach for the Eagles. Both of these teams very well coached.
So at the free throw line is going to be Michael Johnson, and he's been outstanding here tonight for Huntington.
Yeah, smooth shooting lefty, misses the first. And as we look at this instant replay, watch Johnson fighting for the ball, gets it stripped, gets it back, draws the contact, and throws it at the basket to get two. But you know what I say, Maris, if you miss them both, it's an invisible turnover, the same result.
And he missed them both. Huntington just 3 of 9 at the free throw line tonight. So that's one thing they haven't done well. And Beckley comes back with it, trying to cut back into the lead. And Redfern with the left hand gets to the rim.
Yeah, that's I like his mid-range game. I like when he goes all the way to the basket. If you charge, you charge. Going in there.
Well, Beckley trying to really cut what was a 20-point lead, Bob. It would be great if Beckley could make a push here at the end of this quarter and get it to maybe within 10. Here's Huntington, and we've got a blocking foul on Beckley. No way! So that'll be a common foul, and Huntington will inbound on the baseline.
Oh, I see Huntington, Beckley in a man-to-man. Huntington will try to get a mismatch there on the Alabama's play. Good cut.
You know, and I said hopefully if Beckley can make a run, but, you know, I know we got Huntington viewers as well, but we want a competitive game. As Beckley gets the turnover. And there's a chance for Beckley to cut back into that lead. Redfern thought about the three. Want to make sure they get a good shot for Beckley on this possession. And that's a deep three for Redfern, left of the lane. That's front of the rim, no good. And here's Huntington on the move. Huntington attacking the rim. Short shot, no good, and an offensive foul. Yeah. And sometimes, Bob, I know it's easy for us to say, but maybe that's where you pull up and shoot that little short jump shot.
Yeah, probably had it there, but you know, these Huntington kids like to go to the basket and, you know, make the ref call the blocker charge, and the referee deemed that one a charge. Beckley with 30 seconds down 14 will probably go ahead and play. Huntington going to that 2-3 zone. Why? To protect Michael Johnson with 3 fouls.
So here's Beckley. They need to get a good shot on this possession, perhaps the final possession of the third quarter. And they throw it away. Momentarily, Peck with good hustle, trying to keep the possession alive for Beckley, and he did. That was great hustle by Sam Peck to save that possession for Beckley.
Yeah, now Ron Kidd will definitely go for the last shot. Probably be Redfern, against this zone.
Maybe Peck shooting a three?
Yeah, if Redfern can draw it and collapse the zone. Peck tried to sneak behind it, kind of hard to pin. Oh, picking the zone.
Here's Elijah Redfern with it. Here's Gravely shooting the 15-footer, can't get the roll, and look at Johnson sky for it, and that's going to be the end of the third. At the end of 3, your score, Huntington 47, Beckley 33. You are watching the 4th annual New River, a CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
J104.5, blasting the biggest hits across 31 counties and 5 states, and waking you up with the Kid Craddock Morning Show. J104.5.
So, got an Alexa device?
What can I do for you now?
You can stream us while you're getting dinner ready in the kitchen, while you're getting ready for work in the bathroom, while kicking back relaxing in the living room, or even while entertaining friends on the deck and patio.
Just say, "Hey Alexa, enable the J104 skill." Then listen anytime. Simply say, "Hey Alexa, play J104."
Loot Press providing today's news on tomorrow's platform. Find them at lootpress.com. Well, Bob headed to the 4th quarter, and what was a 20-point Huntington lead, Beckley has trimmed it to 47-33, a 14-point advantage as we start the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, and we've done some Beckley games this year where in the 4th quarter they go to their trapping defense, and they've had success with it. Had success with against Greenbrier East, had success against Bluefield. This Huntington's a different animal. They can all touch the ball, but now to start this quarter, Huntington's got 2 of their primary ball handlers over there on the bench. So watch out for Beckley going to that trap early in this 4th quarter.
And that's probably too why Huntington's going zone to start this 4th quarter, as they almost got the steal from Peck head of the lane. And here's Redfern. Puts it on the deck, gets into the lane, tacks the basket, puts up a difficult shot and scores.
Yeah, Redfern doing a good job of attacking the zone and not settling for the jumper.
Bob, this is close as Beckley's been since the first half.
Yeah, and I'm sure Ron Kidd thinks, we can't trap them, but I didn't think he expected 2 of their really good ball handlers to start the quarter on the bench either.
15-footer no good, but Huntington able to keep the possession, and a foul on Elijah Redfern going for the loose ball. So that's his third, team's third. And you got to leave him on the floor, no doubt. As Beckley, like I said, at one point was down as many as 20, and they've close as they've been since the first half as they cut it to 12.
Yeah, well, Huntington has Johnson averaging 19 and Motley averaging 13, both starting this quarter on the bench. So Ty Holmes buying a little time here, giving Beckley an opportunity to get back in this game.
Here's a 3 from the left corner, no good. Redfern skies high to get the rebound. Redfern making his move, going hard to the basket, left of the lane, off the glass, no good. Gravely with the offensive rebound, and we got a whistle and a foul as Redfern's down in the lane. And they called the foul on the rebound. And that's only the 5th team foul.
I think Gravely will get to go to the line. Huntington's over the bonus.
I beg your pardon. That's the 17th foul. I beg your pardon. So Gravely will get to the line. So the rest of the way, Beckley able to shoot as Huntington is over the limit. Free throw by Gravely's no good. He won't get the bonus. So here's Huntington back the other way, and they'll throw it away.
Yeah, I'd say Ty Holmes looking at that clock. If the lead hits 9, I don't even know if Johnson and Motley will have to be asked to go back in. If that lead hits 9, I believe both of those will go straight to the scorer's table.
They're probably saying, I want to go back in. They're telling their coach, put me back in, as Beckley will put Walton back on the floor.
Yeah, and I think they're out with their 3 fouls. He wants them to still be able to play aggressively.
So a big possession for Beckley. Huntington back in the zone. Peck with an open look from the right side for 3. Left it short. They battle for the rebound. And a nice putback and score that time by King for Beckley. They've cut the lead in half, cut it to 10.
Yeah, the athletic 6'3" sophomore with the stick back. And here comes those 2 checking back in for Huntington.
And Hickman will also join them and come back in as well. So what was a 20-point lead has been cut in half to 10. Here's a nice drive to the basket. The shot is no good. And Beckley clears, and they can get it to single digits on this possession.
Yeah, that was a $50 move with a 5-cent finish by McNeil.
Redfern for 3. Can't get it, but Sam Peck with the offensive rebound. Down low, nice pass. There's a short shot, too strong. Walton clears it up, puts it back in, and he's fouled. Nice job by the freshman, Jalen Walton.
Yeah, Beckley dominating the boards at the present time. And there's Walton. You know, as I say, Maris, over the back is not a foul. You got to be on the back. Walton was able to get over the back, didn't make contact, no foul. Able to put it in with a chance to cut the lead to 7. And Huntington back with their original lineup. So,
yeah, this is the closest Beckley has been since the middle of the second quarter. And if Walton can convert, Beckley can get it to just a 7-point deficit. Walton's set, ready, trying to polish off the three-point play, and he cannot. And Johnson skies for the rebound.
Huntington will spread it. They'll go to that 5-out with the cutter, and then Gunnell will also pop in and make it a 4-out, 1 in at times.
Huntington will back it back out with Motley.
And Huntington needs a basket here. They've been cold for a while. Beckley's got all the momentum. And I think Ty Holmes, he's going to make Beckley come out and guard him.
Yeah, Huntington hasn't scored in this quarter. We're almost 3 minutes into it.
And right now, if Beckley's going to set back in a sagging man, Ty Holmes will hold the ball there at the end of the game.
Yeah,
now Beckley has to come out and pressure.
Force Beckley to come out and guard him. Johnson makes his move, and he got the benefit of that call. That's a blocking foul, and it'll be on the drive, so that's only the 16th foul. Therefore, Huntington will have to take it out of bounds up under their basket.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Waller's Beckley's best on-the-ball defender, and he has the job right now guarding Michael Johnson. Now, watch out for that little cut that they got Beckley on earlier on that out-of-bounds play.
And that's what they're trying to do.
Yep.
Hickman with it, shaking and baking. And bring the ball back out and reset their offense. And just running some clock here. Huntington yet to score in this fourth quarter. Motley on the move. Whips a pass. Here's a short shot right of the lane. No good. Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds to Beckley.
Yeah, really good defensive possession for the Flying Eagles. You know, they were on defense almost a full minute that possession, and they stayed with their principles and had a good possession here. Look for the court spread and Elijah Redfern on the drive.
Right now, Beckley on an 11-0 run going back into the third quarter. And we played almost half of this fourth quarter, Bob, and as I mentioned, Huntington's yet to score. And here's Redfern with it. Gets into the lane, puts up a tough shot, and no whistle, a lot of contact, and we play on. Here's Johnson in the open floor. Johnson right to the rim, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's where Huntington's most effective is not really scoring in the set offense, it's getting in their running game.
And Bob, when Johnson caught it at midcourt, I knew it was going to be a layup. As here's Redfern back on the other end, misses a shot. Battle for the rebound. Huntington comes out of there with it. Here's Huntington going in for the layup right of the lane, and it's good. That basket by McNeely.
Yeah, quick 4-0 run. Both buckets for Huntington this quarter have been in transition and lead back to 12.
And as you said, Bob, that's when they're definitely at their best, not in the set offense, but when they got their athletes out running in space. So now Beckley see if they can answer. They get the ball to Walton in the low post. Nice move and draws the foul, and that's a nice play by Walton, catching that ball in the low block left of the lane.
It was a quick move. He was able to get to his little right-hand jump hook, didn't think about it, made a quick move in there. Now when you draw the foul, you got to go make the free throws.
Well, especially when you're behind an opportunity to score with the clock stopped.
Yeah, anytime you go that line, you got to make them or it's a waste of possession. I mean, if the big fella's going to get the ball inside, and there he goes. Walton, a good free throw shooter, steps up and makes them, but that's my pet peeve. When you draw the foul and you miss them both, it's the same thing as a turnover.
And Bob, and I know you're going to agree with this, there's no comeback that ever started with missed free throws.
No.
So, but he gets them both, and the lead is 10, and we got a timeout on the floor. And let's see, I think this will be a full timeout. It is. We'll take it with them as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Loot Press providing today's news on tomorrow's platform. Find them at lootpress.com. Well, Bob, it's crunch time now as we come down to the final 3 minutes of the game. Huntington with the ball and up 10.
And Beckley's showing a zone here. They're going to trap out this zone, try to get a quick turnover.
And Huntington, let's see if they want to run a little clock and make Beckley come out and guard them.
Yeah, now Beckley's matching up in the zone.
And they whip a pass inside. Around the horn they go. Here's McNeely, mid-range jumper, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound. Huntington has it, and the putback, and there's a foul being drawn. And getting to the line will be Hickman, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, Donnell Hickman, not very tall in there.
So Hickman will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, they list him at 6'3". Doesn't really look 6'3".
And even 3 minutes for the game and a 10-point lead for Huntington.
Yeah, but Hickman's very effective around the basket.
And the free throw was no good. And like I said, that's an area where Huntington has really struggled. They've only made 3 of 10 from the line tonight. So here's the back end of the 2-shot opportunity for Hickman. That Beckley foul was on King, his 3rd, team's 5th. He missed them both. Redfern races down the floor, into the lane, puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but he draws the foul, and he'll get to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Redfern with a nice Euro step there, drawing the foul. You know, I think Beckley, where Hickman's missed a few free throws, well, no, I was going to say I think if he touches it, Beckley should probably go for a foul. But about that time, Ty Holmes takes him out of the game.
Well, he's fouled out of the game.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ty may have taken him out after he's missed his last 4 free throws.
So here's Redfern, and he makes the first of 2.
Yeah, look for Beckley here to show you some zone press if he makes this free throw.
And Beckley has only committed 5 team fouls, so they've got to commit 2 more fouls to get Huntington at the line. As Redfern shoots the second one, and he got them both, and Beckley's cut the lead to 8.
And here Beckley, they're staying in the man-to-man, but they're forcing it up. They're going in that little half-court zone trap that they're running a 1-1-3.
And Johnson's the guy you want with the ball for Huntington, and that's who's got it now. Here's a nice drive, and the shot is too strong on the left baseline by McNeely. And here's Beckley. Waller, left of the lane, lay it up and in.
Waller with a great finish. Redfern with the pass. We have a ball game now. Beckley staying with this zone. I'm surprised Huntington isn't pulling it out and making Beckley play man-to-man.
Yeah, Beckley's got to foul 2 more times to get Huntington to the line.
They're not trying to foul.
Right.
They're playing in this zone, and they've been getting stops. And I would think Huntington would hold it and say, you're going to play us man-to-man.
And here's a 3 from the corner, no good. I'm not sure that's the shot they want.
No, Ty Holmes very upset, playing right into Beckley's hands.
Yep, here's Redfern. Under 2 minutes, as close as Beckley's been in a long time. And there's a foul, and that's free throw time.
Yeah, really smart by Redfern there, and had the defender out of play. As we look at the instant replay here, the pass ahead. Boy, Elijah Redfern on the money to Elijah Waller for the bucket.
And, you know, here's why something we might have a timeout here in a minute for Huntington, because that's definitely not the shot that the Highlanders wanted, that corner 3 the last time they had the ball.
Oh, and Beckley will stay in that 1-1-3 high.
Redfern's free throw's good. Cut it to 5. The largest lead was 20, and Beckley's trimmed it to 5.
Yeah, Beckley does not have to panic. I mean, they've been getting stops with that 1-1-3. I believe I'd stay in it until Huntington realized they were really going to hold the ball.
Bob, this is the closest Beckley has been since it was 6-3 way back in the first couple of minutes of the first quarter. And he makes them both. 51-47, there's the timeout. So we got a ball game coming down the stretch. And let's see, we've got a full timeout. So we'll take it with them. No, actually, it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. So, Bob, put your coaching hat on. Huntington, you would think now they will pull the ball out and hold it and wait for Beckley to come out and guard him, wouldn't you think?
Well, I thought that the last 5 possessions.
But really now.
4-point lead, I'm just – I saw Beckley go with the sub here. They went with a defensive substitution here. So that's telling me Beckley's going to try to pick it up full court and get a turnover.
So if you're Beckley and you don't get that turnover, what was the strategy? Because you still got to foul a couple of more times to get – you got to foul 2 more times to get Huntington in the bonus.
And Staples is checked in there for Beckley. So he's going full court man. He's their quickest player, great defender. So Beckley changing out that defense, going full man now. They can play very aggressively because the first foul doesn't mean anything. So look for him to try to double up, try to get a steal.
Right. And actually Staples changed his number. Keenan Cook wore 10. And now Huntington's able to break the pressure. And Johnson's the guy Huntington wants to handle the ball, and he's got it now. Johnson in, now try to back it out, picks up his dribble.
Let's go!
And I'm not sure what we got. Maybe a timeout. And maybe Huntington's called another timeout. And this will be a 30-second timeout with just a minute and a half remaining here in regulation. Huntington trying to hold on here. Huntington's lead was as big as 20, and this is the closest Beckley's been. They've cut it to 4 since it was 6-3 way back in the first quarter. Staples' first name is MJ. So, as both coaches go over the strategy, like I said, Beckley's only committed 5 team fouls. So, as you mentioned, Bob, they can be very aggressive on the inbounds play because if they foul, Huntington will have to take the ball back out of bounds.
Yeah, they'll be aggressive on this. The quickness of Staples and also Elijah Waller, MJ Staples, they have a really quick lineup in there right now. So look for Beckley. They're not going to foul immediately.
No, and the hardest thing to do is get the ball in bounds, and Johnson will attempt to do that. As Waller will come out on him and make it difficult for Johnson to get the ball in.
Whoa.
Almost turned it over. And now Beckley going with the double team. And, almost a turnover.
Huntington looking a little shaky with their delay game.
Yep, but now it's going to come to a time as we're going almost under a minute. Beckley's going to think about a foul, and there it is. And Redfern gets his 4th, and I'm not sure that's the foul they wanted right there.
Yeah, well, Redfern wasn't trying to foul there. And the referees are going to take it out, but that should be the bonus.
No, one more. They have to take it out on the next foul, and now they will take Redfern out of the game because he had his 4th foul and bring Sam Peck back into the game. Actually, they'll say Redfern is fouled out. I didn't realize that was his 5th. I thought it was his 4th. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, no, that's huge for Beckley there.
It's real huge.
So Beckley will try to deny and get a 5-second count. Huntington almost messed that up again. Yeah, and you see the Huntington player here.
Motley.
Yeah, Motley's telling his teammate, give me the ball after I cross over in the backcourt. So Motley will go to the line, the smooth shooting lefty, averaging 13 a game. He'll get a chance at the free throw line.
Huntington as a team only 3 of 11 at the line. Free throw, no good. Rebound comes out, and Huntington able to get the rebound on the miss. Yeah. On that miss, boy, that's a big play. Becky's got to foul again, and they do.
Yeah,
so Huntington just 3 of 12 at the line, Bob, in this game.
Yeah, when Beckley giving up that rebound on the free throw.
That was big.
Yeah, that's just a cardinal sin. And then Huntington, give them credit, being aggressive, going for the board, not shooting the free throws well, able to get another opportunity.
And Montez, he's able to hit it. Montez Tubbs makes the first, so he'll get the bonus. And he could take it to a full two-possession game if he can make this one. And he misses 1 of 2. Fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds, and Huntington's going to get it again.
Yeah, great hustle there by Jalen Motley. And, Beckley had 2 opportunities there at the free throw line. All they had to do was secure a rebound, and I had a chance to get this down to a one-possession game both times and not able to get the rebound.
So that's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back. You're watching the New River Community Technical College Invitational here on Video Productions.
The cabins at Pine Haven's beautiful luxury log cabins and treehouse rentals are the perfect place for a short romantic getaway, business trip, or extended West Virginia vacation. We offer tree houses, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom cabins, and a 4-bedroom lodge and conference facility. With our beautiful views and fun on-site activities, we are the perfect place to host a family reunion, wedding, or just get together and spend some time with close friends. We are very conveniently located on Airport Road, only 1 mile off I-64, just south of Beckley in Raleigh County, West Virginia. For more information, visit cabinsatpinehaven.com.
Veterans deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture.
Welcome back to Beckley. Huntington gets the ball in, and Beckley's going to have to foul, and there's the foul, and it'll get Motley to the free throw line, and that's the 19th foul, so it's still 1-1, Bob, for Huntington, and Huntington has really struggled at the line tonight.
Yeah, smart play there, MJ Staples, making the foul quick, so Beckley will want to prolong the game as long as possible now.
Huntington just 4 of 12 at the line, and they missed that one. So here's Beckley with an opportunity.
Beckley finally able to get the rebound on the free throw.
Walton with it. Staples puts up the shot. It's no good. And now Huntington just trying to run out the clock and wait for the foul to come, and there it is from Staples. And now that's the double bonus, Bob. So now it's 2 shots for Huntington as they're trying to close Beckley out here in the final 33 seconds.
Yeah, and I thought that was odd. Tubbs had the ball, going back to Motley, who's missed a few here recently. So, when you've missed a couple, the rim gets smaller when you get up there.
And he misses this one.
Yeah.
So he struggled at the line as Huntington has all night as a team.
Yeah, I thought Tubbs would keep the ball there.
4 of 14 Huntington. Next free throw, he missed that one, and they get yet the 3rd offensive rebound on a missed free throw. Wow.
Yeah, that's 3 of the last 4. And not going to win the game doing that. And Motley goes up there again. He's thinking, how fortunate can I be to keep going up here and getting these free throws.
So let's see what he does this time. And he makes that one as Gravely will check in for Beckley. So with that made free throw, a 6-point lead, a 2 full possession game now.
Yeah, big one here. Motley trying to make it 3.
Yep, trying to put it on odds. As Hawthorne will check in.
Yeah, Beckley substituting offense for defense.
Right. Hawthorne can shoot the 3. That's what Beckley will need here in the final 30 seconds as they're down 6. And let's see if Motley can extend the lead to 7, and he does. So here's Beckley, and they throw it away, and that should pretty much seal the game for Huntington. And there's the foul, and it'll be Tubbs going to the line as it's a 54-47 Huntington advantage.
Yeah, and Beckley with, Redfern's been their primary ball handler the whole season, and with him going out, he went out against Greenbrier East early in the year, and Beckley had 11 turnovers in the second quarter. So, when Redfern goes out, you see how valuable he is when he's not in the game.
And Beckley on the verge of losing their 3rd straight game as the free throw was rattled in that time by Tubbs. And that pretty much will do it. The final 23.5 seconds left in the game. And really, if you're Huntington, you just want to get back. You don't want to foul and just let Beckley, I guess, shoot a 3, even if they take it in.
Oh, Ballard.
And that's disallowed.
I think Huntington will stay in their press. Yeah, and take time off the clock for Beckley to bring it up. Yeah, I would stay in the press. Don't let them roll the ball up. But
they're doing it anyway, and that free throw wasn't any good. Huntington's certainly on the line. Here's Sam Peck with it. And Waller trying to get off a three, and he can't. Hawthorne will try to take the three. He'll go to the rim, lay it up and in. And that's what, if you're Huntington, what you didn't want to do was give up the basket and commit the foul.
Yeah, Huntington played good defense there by running Beckley off of the three-point line. But then when they go to the basket, didn't want to give up that foul. Good play by Hawthorne. Beckley can cut it to 5 right here, and they'll foul make or miss here, or Coach Kidd will use his final timeout.
Hawthorne with the free throw is good. He completes the three-point play. And if you're Huntington, you probably would have just let Hawthorne score there, as it's a 30-second timeout. So with 13 and a half seconds, you got to get the steal if you're Beckley, and if you don't, you got to foul. It's pretty much that simple.
Yeah,
Beckley, even I can do that.
Beckley will face guard here and try to get a 5-second call. This is one of those you can hold, you can do anything. And if they call the hold, big deal, no time comes off the clock. And if they miss the hold, you might get a 5-second call. So you try to face guard, you hold them, you do whatever it takes. And, not blatant, just if it looks like you're beat, you hold the elbow out, that kind of slows down and impedes their progress. And if they get it in, you foul immediately.
Yeah, because with 13.5 seconds, you don't have you can't, like you said, you can't give up any time. Let Huntington dribble the ball around before you foul. You got to foul. If you don't get the steal, you got to foul right away.
Not in a two-possession game.
Yeah.
No time for a trap.
All right, so Johnson will put it in play, and he gets it in, and he gets it back, and Beckley's not going to be able to catch up with him, and they're not going to foul him. And Huntington will be able to run out the clock. Don't believe they're going to get to him, and they won't. And Huntington not able to foul, and that last basket will not count. But nevertheless, the win will go to Huntington, and Huntington has defeated Beckley here 55-50. And with that win for Huntington, they'll raise their record to 4-3. And Bob, Beckley has now lost 3 in a row, and they'll fall 1 game under at 2-3.
Yeah, and a pretty good game here. I mean,
very good game.
I think Huntington's a solid team. They have one of the best sophomores in the state, and Beckley came back in the second half and played really well. And I think a good game here for both teams.
So we'll take a post-game break, come back, wrap this one up. Final score, Huntington beats Beckley 55-50. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 4th annual New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
Deserve the highest quality medical care. At the Beckley VA Medical Center, that hasn't been happening. They recently notified 372 veterans that they'd been practiced upon with acupuncture by a person or persons not authorized to practice acupuncture. If you've been notified by the Beckley VA that you may be one of these veterans, contact us at New Taylor & Associates and let us put our experience to work for you.
What started as the Par-Mar Oil Company back in 1967 has grown into 170 convenience stores in 4 states. Par-Mar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Par-Mar stores are all about being your above-par convenience stores. If you don't have a Par-Mar convenience store near you now, you will soon. Par-Mar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Loot Press, providing today's news on tomorrow's platform. You can find them at lootpress.com. Final score, Huntington defeats Beckley 55-50. It was a good game, Bob, as Huntington led all the way. They had a 16-10 lead at the quarter, 34-19 at the break, 47-33 at the end of 3, and they win it 55-50. Their lead was as big as 20, and Beckley had cut it to 4. But in the end, Huntington pulls it out, and Huntington will go to 4-3. Beckley will fall to 2-3.
Yeah, our early season, a lot of basketball to be played this year. A lot of adjustments to be made with COVID. Everybody has to improvise. There'll be games where one team will be down a lot more than the other. So it's a strange year. It's been a strange year the past few.
Yeah, and each team was both were missing key players. Beckley were missing 3 key players as well as Huntington.
Yeah, they both were, and I believe Huntington's depth's a little better, so it probably hurt Beckley more. And just Huntington, they got really good guard play. They got the best sophomore in the state, one of them in Michael Johnson. We actually saw 2 of the best sophomores in the state going against each other. with Redfern and Johnson. Both of those kids can play. And it's just back to the drawing board. Beckley's got to get some kids some experience in games, that haven't had the opportunity to play. And they did that tonight. And they played a lot better the second half. And, Huntington, I like their guard play. I think they got a chance to be good by the end of the year.
And one of the things that my early assessment of Beckley and watching them through these first 5 games, they're having difficulty with teams that have good guards that take their defenders off the dribble, and I think that's something that through the course of the season that Beckley will work on and adjust and get better as the season progresses.
And at times tonight when they had a really quick lineup in, they may have guarded the bounce better than they have during the year, but Maddox McMillan's 20, he can get 25 points, and Beckley didn't have anybody other than Redfern that could go get him 25 on the court tonight.
Right. Final score, 55-50. We'll put a bow on this and wrap it up. For our entire crew, for Kyle Ward, our cameraman, for Andrew Bolin, who produced and direct, and for Bob Bolin, I'm Maris Lowry. Repeating the final score, Huntington beats Beckley tonight, 55-50. Good night, everybody.